Hello, in this little tutorial I again want to show you how to deal with continuity very quickly, very briefly. What we want to get here is that on day 2 we must have the same instructor. We must also have the same instructor during day 3, and we must have the same instructor on day 4, and we would like to have the same instructor between day 2 and day 3. So we would like to see that the instructor that teaches day 2 also teaches day 3. And we also want to tell the system that the instructor that is used on day 4 must be a different instructor from day 2 and day 3. So we start with day 2 and we click on this little icon, say new continuity, and it's a good idea to first give it a new name. We double click here and say instructor day 2. We press the enter or return key, and now we drag and drop in the slot groups. Okay, so it is the flight instructor that we have here for briefing, sim, and debrief. Briefing, sim, and debrief, which must be the same. Right, so we drag and drop this over here. We can see it is in there. And now we have to tell the system that it is required continuity, which means it must be the same instructor. Click here, and now we're ready. That's day 2. Now we do the same thing with day 3. We select this here. We create a new continuity. Double click here. We call it instructor day 3. Enter. We now select this day 3. That's good, because then we can drag and drop the slot groups into this new continuity, like this. You can see if this is blinking, that means the process of creating a slot group has not been completed. The missing piece is we have to press this required continuity. See, now we have instructor day 3 and instructor day 2. Same thing now for day 4. Very easy. We go day 4, new continuity, double click here, instructor day 4, enter, and we take the flight instructor slot groups from day 4, 1, 2, 3. Now we press the required, and that's all. Now we told the system that the instructor that is on day 2 must be the same instructor for briefing, simulator, debrief, same for day 3, and the same for day 4. The next step is that we want to tell the system that we would like to see the same instructor on day 2 and day 3. So how do we do this? That's very easy. We click here again and we say instructor day 2, day 3. It is always good to give it a meaningful name, like this. And what you have to do now is you just drag and drop the 2 days from the continuities into this new continuity group, like this. Day 2 and day 3. Now again, you see this blinking creating tells us we are not done yet, so we have to tell the system it's preferred in this time. It's not required, it's preferred continuity. You see, day 2 and day 3. You might associate a breaking cost here. That is to tell the system how expensive is it to break this continuity. In this example, we don't want to do that, so if you leave this open, the breaking cost is 0. In this case, the system will break the continuity pretty easy, pretty quickly. Now, the last piece is that we want to create discontinuity between day 4 and day 2 and 3. That means we want the system later to schedule the instructor for day 4 a different instructor than the instructor that was used for day 2 and day 3. Again, we create a new continuity group, double click here. We call it discontinuity instructor. For example, press the Enter key. And what we have to do is we put the continuity group for day 4, and we take this preferred continuity group from day 2 and day 3 in here. That tells now the system, if we look into here, that we have discontinuity between day 4 and the instructor that is used for day 2 and day 3. What is missing, you see the blinking here, is to press the discontinuity button. And that's all. The missing piece is just to click on Apply or OK to save our results. Thank you.